If you're thinking about selling your home in Meridian, Idaho, stop scrolling for just 1 second. There's one mistake I keep seeing sellers make over and over and over, and most of them regret it the moment their house hits the market. Hey, my name is Greg Langham, and before we jump right into that, I'm with Go Idaho. I help people navigate the real estate market. If you're thinking about moving or selling your home here in the Boise, Idaho area, pick up the phone, give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email so we can connect and put a game plan together that's right for you. Now, what is a mistake that people are making over and over and over again when their house goes onto the market? I see this constantly and it's like, oh my gosh, stop doing this. I don't know why you're getting this, where you're getting this information or why you're doing this, but it's constant and it's hurting the homeowners. There's nothing worse than having you put your house on the market and then having that feeling of regret hit you the moment the sign goes up and the listing goes out. It's constant and it's going on all the time, every single day. So let's jump into that right now. So here's the big mistake, and here's what I'm seeing. Too many homeowners are overpricing their homes to go on the market this year because their neighbor got a certain price last year. That is a major issue right now that we're seeing across the board. Now, I get it. You want to get top dollar. You don't want to go under, you don't want to sell for less, and you don't want to break even. You want to be positive. But what's happening right now in our market is a big shift. The market has cooled down. The rates are still high, and buyers are working with today's math, not with yesterday's prices. So you have to understand where buyers' mindsets are when it comes to purchasing and options that are available. You probably live in a fantastic neighborhood. And when you bought that home, you fell in love with the home plus the neighborhood, I imagine. And now when you're looking to sell your home, you're thinking, well, geez, this is a fantastic neighborhood. We fell in love with the neighborhood and this is a great house. We made this many improvements to the home. But there's also a lot of other homes on the market right now that are in great neighborhoods that may match what the buyers are looking for as well. You also are competing against builders who are offering quite a bit of incentives, who have lenders who are offering lender incentives to buy the rates down. So you're competing against a lot of different forces right now to get your home sold. That's why you have to price it aggressively if you can in order to sell your home in today's market. I've put out several videos in the past few weeks about what you can do to make sure your home stands out. Now you have to get as many eyeballs on the home as possible by pricing it according to where the market's at and not just shooting out on a number that you think can net you that amount because you want to make the next move happen. Reality is buyers are going to work with what they can work with based off their budget. Everyone has a perfect house out there, it's just not in their budget. So buyers have to work with what's in their budget and what they can afford. And sometimes buyers have to compromise, which might strike your home as a home that they can't afford because it would be perfect, but it's just outside their budget. If it came down into their budget, it would be the perfect home for them. So right now, when you go onto the market, let's look at values. Let's look at comparables that are recent. Let's look at the hard truth. And there's a lot of realtors out there who aren't willing to give you the hard truth and say, listen, I don't think you can sell right now. I don't think the numbers will support that. You can try, but I don't think that's gonna happen. You need an advocate who's on your side, who's gonna give you the truth, instead of misleading you and having you go onto the market and then have your listing just sit there and wonder what else you can do to get your home sold. So that's what I'm seeing a huge mistake happen right now. And we're seeing that across the board. And it just drives me crazy because I see these beautiful homes just sitting. And I see realtors doing open house with no traffic. And then I see a small price correction of $4,000 price reduction. Guys, that's not gonna do it. That's not gonna bring the price, that's not gonna bring the buyer in. If the buyer was only off by $4,000, they would have looked at it, they would have written an offer. But you are probably quite a bit off. Quick intermission. If this is the first time viewing my channel, my name is Greg Langham. I run the Go Idaho team here in the Boise, Idaho area. I've helped hundreds and hundreds of families either relocate to the Boise, Idaho area or sell their homes here in Idaho. And we run a really great team here. So if you're thinking about coming to the Boise, Idaho area, pick up the phone, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email so that we can connect and put a game plan together that's right for you. Go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel, smash the bell so you're notified every time we drop a new video here on this channel. Now, let's get back to the content. Here's what I recommend you do if you're getting ready to go on the market. First of all, understand where buyers are at. Talk to a professional. Say, hey, listen, Realtor Greg or anyone on the Go Idaho team, what are buyers looking for? We run this YouTube channel. We get a lot of people who inquire about our market. So we have a good beat of what people are looking for. We know what price ranges people are looking for here in the Boise, Idaho area, in the metro area altogether. So we have a really good understanding of what buyers are looking for. So understand what your market and what your home is going to demand. Understand that, get some education from realtors and just ask them, hey, what are buyers looking for in today's market? Will my house attract buyers? Secondly, interview realtors. It's okay to interview 10 realtors. It's okay to interview five realtors. Make sure they're a good fit for you. Make sure that you understand where they're gonna be coming from to push your home and to market their home, and that there's gonna be good communication throughout the process. You don't want an agent who's gonna put a sign in the yard and you'll never hear from them again. You want that constant communication, so if you have to pivot or you have to make a change, you're up to speed on that. So you never want a silent agent who you never hear from again. Make sure that you are vetting that person and making sure that you feel comfortable for them representing you. Lastly, you just want to make sure that you're timing it correctly. Here we are in September. We're going into the winter season. Now, a lot of people say, well, we're going to take our house off the market. If you have to sell right now, and you have to sell this winter, it's a good time to stay on the market, because people who are looking for homes in the winter, they have to move in the winter. So it's a match made in heaven for people who have to sell in the winter and people who have to buy in the winter. There's fewer homes on market, so your price might be able to command a little bit more because there's not a lot of competition versus spring and summer where people just put their house on the market just to see what's happening. So those are my suggestions. You can reach out to me at any time. Give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, connect with me or anyone on my Go Idaho team so that we can come out, talk to you, and help you understand where the market is, what your house could net, and what position you could be in and what the timing would look like for you at any point. All right, if you need help or just want to get a valuation, you can go to our website, www.goidaho now, and click on our link to get our home valuation, and we will follow up with you at any point just to check in with you and see if we can get a good valuation for you. And don't forget, when you go live on the market, make sure you're getting professional photos. Don't settle for your iPhone photos. Don't settle for a realtor who takes their own photos. Make sure a photographer is coming out there to take your photos. All right, if you're thinking about selling in Meridian, Idaho, Boise, Idaho, or the surrounding area in the Charge Valley, don't hesitate to reach out to the Go Idaho team. We'd love to connect with you. Until next time, Go Idaho.